Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. Is it too dark? Is it too light? I'll put the lights on. How is it going? First of all, I know this isn't at the usual time. I didn't do a stream yesterday because I streamed for the Spurs-Burnley game and I a little bit hungover. Didn't want to do a stream in the evening. Plus, there's lots of games to go. But then I thought, why not do a quick Kneejerk stream? A bit like a check-in, a halfway mark type thing. Obviously, we haven't had all the first lot of games gone yet. The Everton game tonight will be the last one. But yeah, we can talk about whatever, see what people are thinking, how you're feeling for the week. And obviously, I'm going to start the normal content tomorrow, the watch list, the game week preview, the team selection, the captaincy, the deadline stream. It's all to come. It's all to come. Alvi, already in with a super chat. Cancelo Bruno to target De Bruyne, losing 1 million in value. It depends whether you're going to want those players back. How quickly are you going to want them back? If you don't want Bruno back for 3 to 4 weeks, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, Maximum, what we saying? Not a lot. Not a lot, really. But how are we feeling anyway? I know it's a bit early. I know some people are going to hate it because they're at work. They can't watch it live. You can watch it back. And from next week, I'm sure we'll be back to a normal Sunday schedule. So don't panic too much, okay? You can watch this afterwards. Been waiting to bring in Bale since the season started. It's time. Should have done it this week. Should have done it for game week 26. Not happy so far. Yeah, I'd say a lot of people like that. Brought in Bale, didn't I? Very nice. 80 with 15 to play. Very, very nice. Lingard, the best Barnes replacement. Jeez. So 1, 2, 3, 4 questions in a row saying, is Lingard the best Barnes replacement? Potentially. Well, he's a decent enough option. The only thing, I mean, he's playing in 29 as well, actually. Saw someone say he had bad fixtures earlier, but I don't think that's the case. Man United away is not great, but he does play in 29, even if you think that Arsenal at home is tough. At least he plays. Leeds is a good fixture. Wolves away, Leicester at home, Newcastle away. They're not awful fixtures. Looking at that, I can see myself just holding Antonio the whole way through if he stays fit. So I don't think Lingard's the only option, but he's a perfectly okay option. The way he's been playing, looks to have some confidence. He's running off Antonio, playing that number 10 position. I think he's looked pretty good, to be honest. And obviously, it's a big plus that he plays in game week 29 as well. I don't think he's like. I don't know. I feel like. Oh, of course, yeah. He can't play against Man United. He's on loan. My bad. El Ghazi's not a bad option while Grealish is out. The reason a lot of people don't want him is because he may not keep he won't keep his place when Grealish is back, right? And we don't know if he'll be back. Yes, I got it wrong about Lingard. He can't play against Man United, so that is a pretty big downside, right? If you need him to play every single week. Tom says, Mount is the best Barnes replacement for me. Chelsea play the 3 worst defences this season in the next 4. Underlying numbers match Bruno of late. Oof, that's a big shout. I mean, we all know Bruno's numbers aren't always that. No, they are pretty good. I'm not going to wind people up today. Mount for the season is 0.15 non-penalty XG, 0.2 expected assists per 90, 0.35. It's not that fantastic. Maybe he's been doing better recently. Obviously, he and Chelsea have been playing quite well. I always feel like you're never going to get too many points out of Mount, but he's on 102. He's the top scoring midfielder. Who you're saying they're playing 3 of the 4 worst defences? Yeah, to be fair, Leeds, West Ham, Leeds, West Brom, and Palace. I guess is who you're kind of talking about. Everton, not really the worst team to play either. So he could be good. I'd have to check his recent numbers. Stone's on the wall. Stone's been on the wall for a while. People keep telling me to put Antonio on the wall. He's also up on the wall already. Who triple captains Bale? Crazy people. Crazy people who like lots of points. This is my team, by the way. So I am on... I am on 67 and I took an 8-point hit. So I guess I'm on 59 total. It's kind of been... It's been okay. I mean, I'm on a green arrow, so I should be happy about that. I've got no players in the Everton game tonight, though. So that's obviously a little bit of a worry. because there's a lot of people with Luka Dean, and even more importantly, there's a lot of people with Calvert-Lewin, which I'm not. I'm probably not even going to watch that game tomorrow, so I'll catch up on the highlights tomorrow. So yeah, that's a bit of an annoying one. But otherwise, Martinez 10, great. Stones 10, great. Cancelo missed out, not good. Wan-Bissaka with a 6, happy with that because I think a clean sheet against Crystal Palace looks like quite good, even though I thought that when he played Newcastle and I thought that when he played West Brom. Rafinha and Bamford were probably my biggest worries, and they both blanked. And I've got Antonio on the bench, and I could have brought in the Fulham defender Tozin instead of Burn and played him ahead of one of the Leeds boys. I didn't do that. That would have been up on points as well because he would have got 8. But Son and Kane, happy with that. I mean, Kane, look, I wish I'd had another return. I'll be honest with you. I wish I'd had another return from Kane. It wasn't to be. Son, though, with 11 points is big. And then Salah, Gundogan and Fernandes all blanking. I mean, Fernandes blank, it was against Chelsea. I think it was to be expected. The problem with Salah is now he's had his easy game and he hasn't scored. Ramsdale, absolute worldy saves all over the place. And now he's got to play Chelsea, so I'm not expecting too much from Salah at this point. So my week's going okay, but not... It's okay. It's good. I suppose it's good because I'm on a green arrow, right? But I've got no Everton players, so it's okay, I would say. Greg, how's it going? Pope, Luka Dean, Barnes out, Fabry, Dallas, Bale in -8. That seems crazy-ish to me. I don't think Bale is suddenly like must own. He's good, but does he have the fitness to play against Fulham and then Crystal Palace? We'll have to wait and see what Mourinho says. Initial instinct is I don't really like that move all that much, but I guess you're getting Dallas for 29, etc. He's not a bad player to play this week. Thing is, Luka Dean's got Burnley in 28, and could have a double. So, why does everyone suddenly scramble for double game week, guys? Because double game weeks, extra points. Anthony, shout out to Carl Buttons. I feel like when people put names in, I feel like they're getting me to say something stupid like Bart does in The Simpsons, aka silly manager. Carl, apparently you're a silly manager. Not my words. The words of Anthony Nees, 1985. Can you tell how to start up? Not sure what you mean. Love my knee-jerk. Bruno out for Bale. Bring Bruno back in wildcard. Yeah, if you've got a wildcard soon, then I like the idea of taking Fernandes out and doing something a bit interesting with his money, because if you look at the upcoming fixtures, why is my screen so badly? Why is it like this? Yeah. So Crystal Palace obviously is part of double game week 26. Man City away, a toughish game against West Ham, then a blank, then Brighton, Spurs. Like these next 5 game weeks, right? He could get something in all of them. He could get a penalty. He could have even had a penalty against Chelsea yesterday. But I feel like if you're ever going to try and get away without owning him, this is the time to do it. So I feel like there's just maybe more interesting things I could do. The thing is, for next week, I mean, I could, if I really don't want him for the Man City game, I could just bench him for Rafinha, which would be scary as. It's almost better just to sell him. But I'm thinking about doing something interesting with the money. Maybe going for Bale, but that'd be a Spurs triple up. Or just getting De Bruyne in. So if I get De Bruyne in, it's going to be Fernandes and Stones out. This is for a hit, but I would captain De Bruyne for sure. Then Rudiger and Kevin De Bruyne in. Could be Sterling, but it will be De Bruyne. 0.2 million left over, so got to watch the price rises. But I'm not going to make any moves just yet. It's too risky. But that's the idea. And then if at any point I want Fernandes back, I can sell Salah or De Bruyne. So that is what I'm currently thinking. Your captaincy pick total was 400, not counting game week 26. Not bad. Only 22 points behind the number 1. Damn, if only I had so many other good points as well. Maybe I could be number 1. Greg, Bruno for De Bruyne captain -4. Yeah, basically that's what I'm considering. Cancelo would need to go, but who for? Dunk. Yeah, Dunk's not a bad option. Rudiger, if you haven't got him, is good. Trying to think now. Cheapish players. Cheapish defenders. with good fixtures. It's just that blank you got to worry about. So if you're thinking about the blank, I think a Brighton defender is still pretty good. You could go a bit cheaper if you wanted to, but Dunk's got the goal for it. Tom, Bruno to De Bruyne this week, reverse it in game week 33, keep Mo. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep Salah. Like, Fulham and Wolves are not bad games. Blank, yeah, okay. Arsenal, Villa, Leeds, Newcastle. These are games I want him for. I mean, you could make the same argument as Bruno. Like, Fulham have been keeping clean sheets. Wolves, blank. Arsenal, like, is he essential here? Possibly not, but I think I'd rather have Salah than Bruno, just about. Then I definitely want him here. Like, the running's great. They're still fighting for top 4. So yeah, I'm definitely considering doing that. Oh, I need to... Sorry, 2 seconds. Let's get rid of these. Yeah, so I'm definitely considering it. Players to get in now with eyes on 29, no chips. I mean, you want players that you want to... The problem you've got is, if you've got no wildcard like me, a lot of the players you're bringing in now don't have great fixtures past game week 30. So, like, Leeds and Villa, 31 onwards, not great. So you possibly want to get, like, Spurs players in and or like cheaper players that you can bench when their fixtures go bad, which is kind of what I'm trying to do. Forgot to change my team. Rank full 90k so far. Ouch. Ahead of a double game week as well. Not good. Best game week 29 midfielder option. Well, it depends how much money you got to spend. A player that I think could be quite good to get in just because he's cheap is Saka. The only problem with Arsenal is, are they concentrating on the Europa League now? But in game week 30 they play West Ham, and then they got Sheffield United, Fulham, Everton, Newcastle, West Brom, all on the running, and Crystal Palace and Brighton as well. So Saka could be pretty decent for game week 29. Lingard, as people have said, but he can't play against Man United. Otherwise, Leeds midfielders always decent. Potentially Grealish if he's back. Salah has a much better record against top opposition recently. Blank 6 times in a row against bottom half. Yeah, but I mean, the question you have to ask yourself is, do you think that's going to continue? I would say no. I'm never going to bet on a player being better against top opposition. Sometimes it happens like that, I get it. But the question is it going to keep on happening? I would bet against that, you know. Start building a squad for game week 29 now. Is that okay? I mean, yes and no. Like, well, yeah, of course it's okay. You can do what you want. But I guess you got to remember that R of a game week. So, like, when I said earlier on Twitter that I was going to look to get De Bruyne and Rudiger in, the first person that replied, I think it was one of the first anyway, said neither of those players play in 29. But there's game weeks before. Man City have got a double game week, you know. I think if Laporte got injured or something like that, I wouldn't take Stones out. But as it stands, I just think Stones and Cancelo are not, for double game weeks, they're just not 100% nailed to play both. So I think getting De Bruyne in could be good. But I'm going to wait and see what happens in the second game. Best Barnes replacement long term: Saka, Grealish, Bale, Rafinha, Lingard. I mean, you say keep in mind 29. I mean, how long's long term? Like I said, a lot of players don't have great fixtures past game week 29. The thing with Spurs is they have Newcastle in 30, they have Everton in 32, and they might get a double game week in 32 as well. So I quite like Bale out of those. Otherwise, like I just said, Saka. Lingard can't play against Man United because he is on loan. Barnes and Shaw to Saka and Reguilon for -4. I like it. Yeah, I quite like it. Again, I don't like Man United's fixtures are not fantastic, so getting rid of Shaw is not the end of the world. He might get a ban as well. Obviously, Man City's no good. Then West Ham. I think some of these fixtures aren't bad for defensive returns. Burnley, Brighton, even West Ham, to be honest, potentially. Although Antonio will give Maguire and co a problem, I'd say. Cancelo, Bruno out, Rudiger, De Bruyne in after 29. After the 29 blank. After. I mean, if that's a genuine question for after, let's just wait till after. Maybe. The lay of the land could be a lot different. Barnes to Gundogan for free. I mean, if you've not got Gundogan yet, let's see what happens in the second game, but I don't see why we wouldn't want Gundogan still. Or Barnes replacement of Fernandes to De Bruyne for -4 out of double City defence already. Well, it depends how much you want to rip up and get rid of Fernandes to De Bruyne, right? If you can get Gundogan for free, that could be good. But I like the thing with De Bruyne is he's a bit of a differential. He'd probably have to smash it in the second game for everyone to jump on. But I just think a lot of people are going to be put off getting rid of Fernandes. So I quite like him as a potential differential captain in 27. Like, I've seen a lot of people talk about captaining single game week players again. Obviously, I know Spurs did well, so people have started looking at them against Palace as options, like Kane, Son, even Bale now. I'm definitely captaining a Man City player. Southampton are awful. And look, Man United defence can be good in top games, and they have defended pretty well, but this is Man City. It's De Bruyne. That's what I'm looking at, basically. Do I bring in Stones for Maguire, then Cresswell for Rudiger? Do I bring in Stones for Maguire and Cresswell for Rudiger? I don't know why you'd want to get rid of Rudiger necessarily, unless it's for 29. Could you do a wildcard video for fixture swings from Game Week 30? I'll think about that closer to the game week rather than now. Still too early for that kind of stuff. Prefer Gundogan still to Cancelo Diaz. For captain, is it? I think anyone serious about FPL would get rid of Bruno for De Bruyne, who's playing twice. But it's not as simple as that, is it? Because a lot of people have already got triple City. It's not just doing Fernandes to De Bruyne. It's getting rid of one of your City players. It's taking a hit. It's getting rid of Bruno, who a lot of people don't want to do. So it's not that simple. But yeah, a lot of people will do it now. It's being talked about. Will you still get De Bruyne if he starts versus Wolves? I mean, if anything, that might make me a bit happier about him because it means he can keep on playing. His fitness issues are not... There is no fitness issues then. De Bruyne does not score. He only gets assists. The max he gets every game week is like 5. I mean, he's literally on more than that already. I mean, he's like... It's a bit of a crazy thing to say. He's literally on 8 points and he has another game to go this week. Kevin De Bruyne... I don't know if he's like the highest, but... So far this season, now it doesn't necessarily mean this is going to even out this year, but he has scored 3 goals from 8.3 expected goals. So he's been expected to score 5 more goals than he has. You could just say he's been in poor finishing form this season, but at some point that's going to change. So I like the idea of De Bruyne. I'm going to go dark because very shiny. I'm going dark on one side. Is Everton going to have a game in 29? Nope. How many players will I have for game week 29? As it stands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with Rafinha, 8 with Burn. I've already got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've got 8 players already. So I think this season... this week I will not get blank game week players in. Then after that I'll have a think. Like in game week 28, if Everton Villa is a double, that's going to kill me because I'm going to have to get Calvert-Lewin and I'm going to have to take out one of my players who's got a game in 29 just to bring him back. So a double game week in 28 for Villa Everton would not be good for me. Would not be good. DS Gundogan or Kane captain, I'd probably go Gundogan. Unless there's serious... Like, if he doesn't start the next game, I might go Kane instead. But if he starts the next game, I think Gundogan's almost as important to Pep as De Bruyne is. So if we think he's gonna start twice, I would captain him ahead of Kane for sure. Extra game, innit? When can the Golden Retriever make an on-stream appearance? She's too lively. She's too lively. She's like Tariq Lamptey. She's a bit too lively. She wouldn't like sit here. She'd come up. She would just start messing. Yeah, she can't come up right now. Bruno effective ownership is 115% of my league. Yeah, he's been captain a lot, hasn't he, this week? Reguilon's a good option, yeah, for sure. He will miss the odd game, but most of the time he's going to start. Yeah, there you go. See, taking Bruno out doesn't make sense. There's always going to be people that say that. So it is a bit risky. I don't need to do it this week. I could just play Rafinha and just roll. That's the other option. That is the other option. Are you glad you didn't bring in Barnes now? His injury ruined everything. Yeah, I don't think I was ever really going to bring him in anyway, to be honest. I did have some transfer plans where he could have come in, but I wasn't massively keen. Obviously, people got very unlucky with the injury. I bought him in fan team though. There just wasn't anyone else to buy. I bought Gareth Bale, who got 17 points in fan team, and I bought in Barnes, who got 0. 2.5k viewers for a Monday afternoon is decent. Remember the days you had 200 viewers? Yeah, long time now. Yeah, no, it's good. I know this isn't the usual time that I do these, but like I said, it's the same kind of stream I do on a Sunday. I get to do it during the day, chill out later, maybe play some more FIFA. For anyone that didn't watch me, I was playing some FIFA, getting not very frustrated, but I was getting a bit frustrated with my own performance. So for anyone that likes gaming, likes FIFA, likes Twitch, I am over on Twitch if you want to go and give me a follow. Let's Talk Gaming. Got some cool graphics and logos to come soon. Tom, how's it going? With Salah or Bruno, worth looking at when you captain them. Bruno, arguably not until Gameweek 32 and 33. Even then, others have good games. Yeah, absolutely. So Fernandes, I think Leeds would be the next time I'd really want to captain him. So Gameweek 30 to 31... 32, sorry. 30 to 32. Right, let's have a look at them together. Right. So, Man City playing Leicester. Chelsea, West Brom. Maybe Werner. Who knows? So, Man City's probably where you go. You could potentially captain Bruno in this week. Who have Spurs got? Okay. Yeah, so Game Week 30, you're captaining Kane, right? Next. Game Week 31, definitely captaining a Man City player against Leeds. Don't even need to look at the other fixtures. Game Week 32, Man United play Burnley. Man City play Villa. That's probably a better captaincy, to be honest. Liverpool play Leeds. I'm captaining Salah, right? Game Week 33, Man United play Leeds. This is where I want De Bruyne back. Here's where I want De Bruyne. So I think my captains are De Bruyne. De Bruyne, 28 would be... Who would it be in 28? Oh, De Bruyne. So De Bruyne, Kane, De Bruyne, Salah, Fernandes. There you go. That's probably the captain. So yeah, I don't need Fernandes back for now. I feel like people are going to change their opinion about Bale after the Fulham game. Yeah, possibly. I did tweet out straight after the deadline and say that I was thinking about doing stuff with Fernandes' money, like Bale. So I'm happy I got that in before he became a massive knee-jerk. But I mean, the thing is, you can talk about these players, and unless you get them in, you know, you're only talking about them, aren't you? Am I tempted to do Bruno or Salah to Bale for a couple of game weeks? Yes, I am. But I think I would prioritise getting De Bruyne in first. I'm going to wait and see. This is the problem with doing these streams so... like in the middle of all the games, because I'm not quite sure. I'm going to wait to see what happens in the second game. If Bale gets rested, then if Bale gets rested against Fulham, it makes him better for Palace. But then in the back of my head, I'm saying, do I really trust him to go all the way through to game week 29 and carry on? No, I don't. That would be the problem. My team ID is 40. You think Leeds are trash? Define trash. Do I think they give up a lot of chances and concede a lot of goals? Yes. I think they're one of the worst defences in the league, statistically. I don't think their team is trash. I think they're a very good attacking side, but in terms of conceding goals, they've conceded 44 goals this year. The only team that's conceded more is West Brom. So yes, they are a team I would attack, especially with De Bruyne, Salah and Fernandes. 3 of the best midfielders in the game. Bale will... I feel like Bale will definitely start now. Like, he is first choice as long as he's fit. And fitness is a problem. Mourinho has spoken about that quite a few times. So I don't have a problem with Bale in terms of, do I think he's first choice? Do I think he's start? It's just his fitness. What do I do professionally apart from FPL? Absolutely nothing. I do FPL. Your mic's sensitive. Is it the? It's very warm today. Mouth's dry. By what game week will City have the title wrapped up? Not sure, to be honest. Game week 31 wildcard. Yeah, all this stuff like game week 31 wildcards, 33 free hits. I'm not going to worry about it in halfway through game week 26. There will be videos, though. Don't worry. Don't worry. Things you'll always hear in the stream: 1 water, 2 internet. Hey, I've not spoken about the internet at all. We're loving life with the internet now. You're not answering my questions. Why? I don't know. Just a horrible person. I'm just a horrible person that doesn't answer enough questions. How many players is just enough for blank? It's about the players you got, but like 7, 8 should be good. Maybe a few more. Start Dallas or Rafinha? Almost always. I'd always start Rafinha over Dallas, actually. No questions. What's your plan to get De Bruyne in? It would have to be Fernandes out. I mean, it wouldn't have to be. I could get Salah out, but one's got Fulham, one's got Man City. Free hit strategy is just to wing it for a bit longer. Maybe use it in 28, maybe use it in 29, maybe use it in 32 if there's a double, maybe use it in 33 for the blank. I'm not set on my free hit at the moment. I can just, that's the beauty of a free hit. You can wing it a little bit. You can wing it a little bit. I make my transfers this week for De Bruyne, and then I worry about 29 and I see where I am. The dog is barking a lot. I can hear her. Why is she barking so much? How long have we been streaming? We've not even been streaming for half an hour yet. Any replacement ideas for Dyer? Yeah, not good, is he? I'd start looking towards 29. Dallas, maybe Dunk, players like that potentially. Rudiger, I think Rudiger's a really good option. Is Fulham Wolves good fixtures for Liverpool? Both very solid at the back. I mean, I'm not saying, I'm quite glad that Man City have got a double, so I don't have to think about captaining Salah, to be honest. But they are they're fixtures where I wouldn't worry about owning them. Like, I'm not thinking, oh God, I've got Salah, he's playing Fulham or Wolves, I need to get rid of him. Like it's not that kind of fixture. It's not Man City away and Chelsea at home, you know. Will I grow my hair out? Absolutely not. How many points is good for a triple captain? I think if you get 12 to 15 plus, you should probably be quite happy. But at the same time, I watched Kane yesterday and thought he should already have 12. Ben, thank you very much. Best Spurs defender, got to be reckoned on now. Has to be. Dyer's just too much of a risk. Would you say Son is a must-own with the upcoming fixtures? I'm not going to say must-own, but there's a lot of upside to owning him, right? Game in 29 against Villa, game against Crystal Palace this week. Looks good. I literally did the lottery a couple of weeks ago and didn't get anything. I presume you're losing stones for De Bruyne. Would you lose Cancelo, Diaz, or Gundogan? You could lose Cancelo. Potentially, I lose Cancelo instead of Stones, to be honest, because I'd have a lot more money. So yeah, I don't know. Do you live in Ireland? Yes. If so, why don't you have an Irish accent? Did I grow up here? No. What do you do? I've already answered that question. What do I do professionally apart from FPL? Absolutely nothing. I answered that already. You're 1 point ahead of me. Ooh, close. Is Salah still relevant? I think Ramsdale made a great save off him. Like I was watching him in the second half, especially like the last 10 or 15 minutes. He made so many good runs that he just wasn't found. They passed the ball left or they held the ball up because it was the end of the game and they were just managing it, which I get. I don't know. He could have just been in. It was frustrating. Mane could have gone down. They would have had a penalty. Would Salah have taken it? Would Milner have taken it? I know that Salah took the last one when they were both on the pitch, but I think Klopp or Milner did say that Milner's still first choice and he let Salah take it, so who knows. I'm in Galway. How much do I make a year? Millions. Just millions of pounds. Jota, for Jota, we have to wait until he's back, right? We have to wait until we see him play to know that he's fit, and then go from there. If you ever look at Spurs, they have good fixtures for the rest of the season. In brackets, check. Like checkmate. Yeah, Leeds in 35 is decent. Yeah, this is why the thing is, if you want to keep Spurs, right, if we think that Spurs are now really good, which they could be, right, Villa and Newcastle are not bad games. Man United, difficult-ish, although Bale and Son could cause them problems for sure. Everton's not bad. They could have a double game week. Then I free hit in 33. Then I've gotten back for Sheffield United and Leeds. So I could hold Spurs for a while. Joe, do you find FPL addictive? Me and my friend were talking about how we'll randomly just check our team a few times a day without doing anything. Yeah, probably is a little bit, yeah. I read a good article on Fantasy Football Scouting pre-season about this. I'm not going to pretend I can remember the terminology, but I think he was a something or other. Was he a psychologist, maybe? And he was saying it's to send endorphins to your brain or something, that when you check your team, so you get your phone out, right? So I'm looking at my team now for next week on my phone, and you just look at it, and all you're doing, you're imagining the points you're going to get. So I'm like, I've got Antonio against Leeds, Kane against Palace, Son against Palace, got Gundogan captain in a double game week. Fernandes is going to go, Salah against Fulham, Bamford against West Ham. It's a great team, loads of points coming. And that's why you do it apparently, because you're just picturing loads of points. Spurs blank in game week 33, along with Man City as well. So Man City become apart from being the best team in the league, they become a little less relevant now because they don't have all these double game weeks, but they still have great fixtures. So you want them for Leeds, right? You free hit in 33, and then they got good fixtures against Palace, good fixtures against Newcastle. You're probably going to want to keep them. So the game week 33 free hit is looking pretty good, I think. It's kind of right now, if I had to say where I'm going to use it, game week 33 is probably where it's going to be, but I'm not holding myself to that. Like, if I decide I want to use it in a different week, then I'll absolutely just do it in a different week instead. What do I think about the lack of hauls from Gundogan now that De Bruyne is back? I mean, come on. It's been like... All right, when's De Bruyne been back? It's literally just the Arsenal game, isn't it? He was back for 10 minutes against Everton. So, back for 10 minutes against Everton... Gundogan didn't play. Arsenal and West Ham, who both games, Man City struggled to create a huge amount of chances, especially against West Ham. 2 centre-backs scored. Arsenal was just 1-0. I wouldn't read too much into the fact Gundogan's blank because of that. I thought Gundogan against West Ham picked up some good positions in the box. It just wasn't found. Wolves might give us a better representation, but I wouldn't start putting it down to the fact that De Bruyne is back, honestly. Let's wait and see. A few more games. I mean, Gundogan probably did overperform a little bit, but I still think he's just great value. Will Gundogan start? Maybe. What are the chances of a double in 28? It's fair. I think it's fairly decent according to Ben and James. Gundogan's not deeper now. He's not. For a start, you're basing it off 2 games. Like, Gundogan is not playing in a different position to the one he played when De Bruyne was back originally, when he was getting goals. Now, I prefer to have De Bruyne for sure, but to say that he's now playing this really deep position, he's no good just because De Bruyne is back, is absolutely crazy. It's crazy. We're just waiting for that cut-back cross to Gundogan. Why do I think that De Bruyne is a better captain option? I have a feeling he's still on penalties for Man City, and also, his underlying stats have just been better for most of the season. Where is De Bruyne on this picture? I can't see it. I can't see him. Where? Oh, that ain't good. Yeah, Gundogan was a little bit behind De Bruyne at average position, but not by a massive amount. Let me just find a different game a second. Let's find a game when De Bruyne wasn't playing. Burnley. Let's have a look at this. Let me see if he's moved back a bit. No one's talking about Jota because he hasn't played yet. I mean, there's no point in worrying about bringing him in when he's not even in the squad, you know? I don't think he was in the squad anyway. Why Yeah, there's Gundogan. Yeah, I don't think he was any further forward, really, average position against like Burnley than he was any other game. So yeah, anyway, I'm not worried about him just yet. Let's see. Start one, Bamford or Rafinha. Rafinha's been looking immense past few weeks, but Bamford does always seem to have a goal in him. Yeah, last week I would have benched Rafinha for Game Week 26. I'm going to currently bench Rafinha for Game Week 27. So I guess I would say bench him. Bamford's goal threat's decent. He's on penalties. That's the main reason, to be honest. Yeah, Jota potentially ill. 9k in the world, Daniel. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Would you double up on Villa defence if they double in 28? I think. What's the game they've got currently? Is it Wolves? No, it's Newcastle, isn't it? Newcastle and Everton. Yeah, I don't think double Villa defence is that bad, to be honest. If Game Week 28 is not a double, then which game week we expect it? Sometime in the 30s. I don't know when, though, to be completely honest. Bamford is on penalties. Yeah, he is. He is the current penalty taker for Leeds. Doon, 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 doon. Let me get this up. John Chappell is second in the world in the chat. Damn, you must be feeling pretty good. Is that actually you? Is that you? You got the same name as the person in second place. Is it definitely you? Is it you? You're only 15 points behind the number one, who's played his bench boost for 0 for Burnley. You got Leicester next. He has got Mendy on the bench. So, wow, 10 points from Martinez and Mendy for the world number one. Bernardo Silva and Cancelo both didn't play. Fernandes, captain, he's gone for as well. No Harry Kane. Interesting. John's got a wild card played. Kane, captain. That could be huge. And Barnes, not good. Is De Bruyne a good triple captain next week, or should I save it? It's really just him now, or you could save it for Kane for an 8. I probably would save it, I think, just because of the Man United game. They can be tight, cagey matches. That's the only thing I would worry about. Still thinking about that Kane chance in the 95th. Absolutely. That wound me up. I was like, come on. You shouldn't get grumpy when people repeat questions. It's inevitable when you have a larger audience. Am I grumpy? I'm not grumpy, am I? I don't think so. I feel like I've just got a grumpy persona. Everyone thinks I'm always in a mood, but I'm not sure I am. Why don't I have an Irish accent? Because I'm not from Ireland. That was really bad. After lockdown, do you think you'll be seen in public? I am thinking about leaving the house, yep. What does the winner of FPL get? Like a trip to the UK or something like that to watch a couple of matches. The notifications didn't come out, that's why you have 3k viewers. To be honest, 3k viewers on a Monday afternoon for Kneejerk streams, pretty good, to be honest. It says 168 people waiting. Don't know what they're waiting for. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be back tomorrow with a watch list video and then my usual stuff. Game week preview, team selection, captaincy, deadline stream is all coming ahead of Game Week 27. I'm looking forward to the rest of the matches. I really like one of the reasons to do the stream now is because I'm going to say this. I hope the Calvert-Lewin blanks tonight, and then when he doesn't, people can get in the comments and tell me. I don't know what they tell me because I just don't own him. I knew he'd be good. I knew he'd be a good option this week, but I couldn't afford him. So yeah, he's playing tonight. I'm hoping he blanks, and then we got the rest of the double game weeks after that. So. Happy days. I'm doing the Kneejerk stream now because I always kind of do it on a Sunday and I didn't, so I thought I'd do it today instead. I might do another stream on Thursday. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not from London, nope. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Please do hit that like button. By the way, big shout out to everyone that signed up on Patreon because I forgot to do this earlier, and we have got quite a few new Patreons, so if you want to check that out, link in the description below. And big shout out to Ollie S, Tero S, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Daniel W, 0X, and Ruben K, who have all signed up since the last stream as well. If you want to check that out, click that link in the description below. Hit that like button and hit subscribe as well. We're very close to 150,000 on this channel, which would be good. So, yeah, hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your Monday afternoon, and I will catch you soon.